Education, race, gender, none of that matters to criminals who want to steal your money or identity. And considering the constantly changing schemes out there, from romance scams to ransomware, you shouldn't be embarrassed if you fall victim. Still, as 2 News Oklahoma problem solver Pete Knutson tells us, there are those who blame victims for falling what some think are obvious scams.
A trip to the mailbox for Karen Rowden was what scammers were counting on to steal her money, hard-earned over the decades. They had sent her a letter saying she had inherited millions of dollars.
I'm sure they would have to pry for any personal information.
Karen knew it had to be a scam and wanted to warn others.
If I got one, then a whole bunch of other people got them.
It seems in every corner there's a con artist coming up with new ways to trick us. They call us and offer inheritance money, or pose as our utility company demanding payment. They hack our computers, email us malicious links, or they say we won a sweepstakes, but first need to pay a fee or pay in gift cards. And if we take the bait, they're hoping we won't tell a soul.
These fraudsters thrive because they know that consumers are hesitant to report they've been victims.
The National Consumers League says sometimes victims blame themselves and keep silent. The pandemic has only given criminals more ammunition, a COVID spin on their go-to tools: phishing emails, robocalls, fake texts, or bogus social media posts. And even though victims may lose thousands of dollars, even their identity, many are too embarrassed to report the crime.
It happens to the best of us, right? People get scammed.
And cybersecurity experts say it's unfortunate to see online bullies and even sometimes the general public blame and shame victims, especially seniors.
It's horrific. It's horrendous. People are always blaming the victim. And really, if you fall victim to one of these things, you're a victim, and so you need to report it.
Consumer advocates say by reporting the fraud to police, the Better Business Bureau, the Federal Trade Commission, or other similar agencies, you're doing something that will benefit others.
That sent a red flag up.
Karen couldn't agree more after she received that scam inheritance letter. She worries others, especially seniors, may fall victim.
They're just things that are set up to bilk people out of what they have. And that irritates me. That makes me angry.
And there are ways to report fraud and remain anonymous that can still help warn others. You can do that with the Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker. You also don't have to give your name or contact information with agencies like the Federal Trade Commission. If you want to report a scheme, you can find links to those agencies on our website, kjrh.com. Pete Knutson, 2 News Oklahoma, Problem Solvers.
Taking a closer look at victim blaming and how it affects the reporting of scams, research by a global insurance company finds while about 71% of people are likely to report a home burglary, only 54% will report being scammed. The company points out that arguably much more money is at risk with financial fraud and identity theft than burglary. In the last year, for example, the Federal Trade Commission reports COVID-related schemes alone cost victims $627 million. And if you ever need help, you can call our 2 News Problem Solvers. That number's on your screen at 918-748-1502. You can also send in an email to problemsolvers@kjrh.com.